stop by and be able to enjoy the NCAA basketball tournament. Twin Peaks coming up on tomorrow.
Your reminder to get your $1 million bracket filled is back here on Jocks, thanks to our friends. Bracket, and you could win $1 million. Hit 6 for $10,000. The top local $50 Twin Peaks gift card and a Stardome couples pack at 10:59 a.m. over on JocksFM.com. And as Pat said, we'll be out broadcasting live tomorrow and Friday from Twin Peaks in Hoover.
So the tournament got started last night with Texas beating NC State 68-66. Tremont Mark hit a fadeaway jumper just inside the three-point line with 1.1 seconds remaining, and Texas survives to beat NC State. Think about this. Texas was up by 9 with 2:56 to go in that game and almost lost.
Well, if you listen to the show, there's two things you've learned over the course of listening to the show. From Pat, that all football coaches are liars. And then from me, that veteran guards make big shots and win games in tournaments. And that's exactly what Tremont Mark did.
That's a little bit more deep than mine.
What?
I mean, that was beautiful.
Oh,
I mean, that was eloquent. That was deep.
And yours?
Or I'm just saying, they're liars. There's liars.
You don't say it like that.
Well, they are. There's
You
liars.
enunciate.
There's liars. I mean,
do we say just all coaches?
Well, I mean, first off, BB said yesterday I talk funny, so I was just adding to the thought process.
Do you think Mark DeRosa was lying at any point?
Heck, he's given an interview this morning saying that he's open to come back in 2029 to manage the Team USA.
Unfortunately, I don't think he was lying, and I wish that I thought he was.
All right, so you've already got nominees. You said Tony La Russa.
I can give you a list of 10 off the top of my head.
I think Vitello in the fire. I like the fire of Vitello.
Well, unless he's not managing the San Francisco Giants, that would be difficult for someone that is a sitting manager to manage one of these teams or be the head coach. But, I can give you 10 right now off the top of my head.
Girardi, Showalter, Bruce Bochy, Bud Black, David Ross, who was in the bullpen.
Lou Piniella.
Is he still around?
I think he is.
Like around?
He's fiery.
Like on this earth around.
Man, is he still alive?
I'll double check.
I have no idea. I got to double check now.
He'll light a fire under him. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's 82.
Okay, yeah, he's still got the fire there.
85 at that point, he's fine.
Yeah,
it's good to go.
Mm-hmm. It's good to go.
You could spend the next 3 hours listening.
Where's Jeff Torborg?
He used to do TV. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know. So Texas survives. It was kind of one of those deja vu moments last night. If you think about 1 year ago, because you have a situation where you have Sean Miller, who is the head coach of the Xavier Musketeers, and they beat Texas in the First Four. 5 days later, he's named the head coach of the Texas Longhorns, the team that he beat in the First Four. And so he brings the Texas Longhorns back to the First Four this year, but they get the best of Will Wade, 68-66.
They're improving, Pat. Program's headed in the right direction.
Yes. Howard beat Maryland-Baltimore County 86-83. That's Howard's first ever NCAA tournament victory. So
congratulations to Howard.
Good for the Bison.
UMBC made it close and entertaining at the
last
end.
Minute.
Yep.
Some bad free throw shooting by Howard kind of kept it interesting.
So what'd you guys think of the Dick Vitale, Charles Barkley team? Did y'all like it? Did you not like it?
No.
I think it's a nice honor for a great career that Dick Vitale has had, but that's what it is.
Agree.
If I were a Texas or NC State basketball fan, I would have been very bothered. If you're doing a game versus Howard and UMBC, completely different animal. Okay. But when you've got these two 11 seeds, two big name programs playing against each other, like you want to hear a little bit more of analyzing the game as opposed to going down memory lane, which there's nothing wrong with that.
There's a time and a place for it.
Yes.
Correct.
I
love the fact that they both did it. But if you're like tuned into the game and you're looking for that, all right, what should we see here down the stretch? And Charles was trying to do that.
Charles was trying to do it. Dick at this point.
A lot of humble brags he threw out there. Just things throughout his, which, I mean, again, he's had a great career. But
Well,
he's just kind of,
I know back in the day with people who had some type of loose affiliation with Dick Vitale, their biggest complaint wasn't that he was a jerk or anything. They said he was a nice guy, but the self-promotion, and sometimes it felt like Dick Vitale tried to make himself bigger than the game that he was calling.
I could say, I'll be honest with you. Once the Auburn game tipped off, I had the Texas game muted. I was watching it, but I wasn't listening.
I think probably a lot of people in Austin and Raleigh had it muted anyway.
Yep. Again, nice idea.
Had nothing wrong with the idea. I just don't think that, especially when you have got that type of what's on the line, especially from those two big programs.
It's win or go home. Is that the last time we're going to get that in the turn, or is that going to be a?
No, that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
Now, to be fair, there's some of the broadcasting teams. Well, there's one in particular that I haven't seen the game assignments and what their coverage is going to look like, but
I think the one you're referring to is not happening.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that again. I'm glad that it hit my ear like it did network executives, because it was immediate, either mute if it was a good game, or I'm going to another game.
I think I know what you're talking about,
and
I'll ask you during the break. I'm not going
to
say it on the air.
We know each other well enough. I don't even know what you're thinking, but I'm absolutely positive what you're going to say.
Okay.
So I do know what you're thinking.
Okay. So tonight, Prairie View A&M takes on Lehigh. That's your first game. And the nightcap, it will be Miami of Ohio, 50 miles away from their campus, taking on the SMU Mustangs. That could have been Auburn.
Could have been.
Yeah. Miami of Ohio's a decent underdog in that one. It's 6.5 still. That's what I saw this morning for SMU.
Yep.
That SMU team that was so hot down the stretch.
Well, they got their best player back. Remember?
Lost 5 of 6.
They got one of their best players back.
Yes,
that's
Edwards.
why they made it in. Yeah.
Edwards.
Watch out for him. I'm sure he'll drop 30, even though he's averaging 12 points a game.
I'm pulling for Miami of Ohio.
I agree. Yeah. It's a great story.
I want to see that team play some more basketball.
And,
at least one more game.
You have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder now, right? Because you lost your game. Everyone's saying you shouldn't have been in, or, you didn't deserve it, and prove everyone wrong.
And they want to be vindicated. I mean, they're vindicated by being in the tournament, but I think by them winning tonight would go a long way in the psyche of folks thinking, they just got in because they won 30 in a row or whatever the case may be.
Well, and if they lose, then we're going to go back to let's just go to the net rankings, and that's how we determine everything.
But losing to that UMass team.
Or wins above bubble. Don't forget about that. That's the big one now. It's the WAB.
The WAB.
You got to be under 45. If you're under 45, you're in good shape. But if you're above 45 in the WAB, you're in trouble.
Do it for the WAB tonight.
Yes.
We all believe in you. Will Graham Nicholson be in attendance?
I hope so.
I hope him and Ben Roethlisberger are side by side.
We have been talking a good bit about AL.com's Joseph Goodman, who is calling for the firing of Nate Oates. Just going to read you the last line of his column that was posted yesterday. Oates needs to be fired, but we all know Alabama is going to puff, pass. That was the final line of Joseph Goodman's column. So, Molly, we have asked our audience today a question in regards to that column.
Yeah, media scrutiny surrounding Nate Oates and his handling of off-court incidents continues to intensify. Does the situation involving Aiden Holloway rise to the level where Nate Oates should be fired? Yes or no? 575 votes, and no is the winning response with 77.2%.
Not a shock?
No.
77% of our audience says he should not be fired. And I think that will continue to rise above 80%.
I wonder how the Alabama, how Aiden Holloway's teammates feel. Know what they're going to say publicly. How they feel privately.
There was reports that Latrell Wrightsell stepped up big time at practice the other day and was a real leader at the practice. And I see that he's, I think, done a podcast now with Yay Alabama, in which I'm sure he did not speak to the situation in particular, but I think probably just leadership qualities and things of that nature. So Alabama needs him to show up and not go 0 for 5 and be scoreless.
Yeah, he was bad on Friday against Ole Miss. I just, from my perspective, if I was in that situation as a teammate, I think the conversation is, love you, man, but you got some problems that you need to figure out, and you really screwed us in this one.
Well,
And I love you for that, but I'm not going to forget the fact that you put us in this situation, and we have to make up for your mistake.
this couldn't, if you're his teammate, though, I'm not saying to the extent of the amount that they've charged him with, but you had an idea that this was a part of his lifestyle.
I have to imagine that based on, yes. And it seems to have been for maybe a while.
Definitely his teammates.
Yeah.
Maybe his coaches not to the extent.
No,
but
again,
I definitely think the players.
I'm not
would.
accusing anyone of knowing that Aiden Holloway was allegedly selling drugs or sitting on 2+ pounds of marijuana in his residence. But you had to know that he dabbled a little bit from
Yeah.
time to time.
The text line is open 205-834-9450. Reminder, we will be at Twin Peaks tomorrow and Friday watching the first round of the NCAA tournament. Phone calls are coming in, 1-800-239-WJX. Typically at this time, we talk to Chris Stewart, voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Chris is in the air. They had some, if anybody's been traveling of late, they know that TSA and dealing with airports is problematic. And so his flight was delayed, and he's trying to get to Tampa. So we hope to catch up with him in just a little while. If not, he will be on this program before tip-off on Friday. So either tomorrow or Friday, he will be on the show.
Attention passengers, is there anyone who can read an x-ray machine? Please report.
We're taking volunteers now at the TSA desk. Come on down.
They'd get Conrad for the cavity searches.
Oh, he asked
Those
for
are
that anyway.
voluntary.
I got to wear gloves. What?
Oh, just wait till Conrad's little crate thing.
Curiosity crate? That's
Yeah.
what made me think of it.
Yeah.
This feels like 2 pounds of marijuana.
Good luck. Bring back some wins.
All right, we'll get to your calls and your texts next on 3 Man Front. Phone lines are open at 1-800-239-WJOX. The text line, 205-834-9450. We'll be live tomorrow during the big Nebraska game against Troy. What's the breakdown? What's the mood, Molly and Lincoln? Can they get over the edge and get their first win?
I hope so. I'm going to be honest, though. I don't
You're a
have very
4
high
seed.
hopes. I
You're a
know.
4 seed.
Are you going to do
But it's
anything
Nebraska.
special tonight? Just change the luck. Do something that you've never done.
I actually do have a new jersey that I'm going to wear tomorrow.
A Nebraska basketball jersey?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not new. I've had it for a while, but I don't think I've ever worn it on the show. So it'll be new for you guys.
Whose number is it?
I don't think there is. I think it just has a 23 from like the year I graduated.
Are you wearing sleeves?
Yes, because it'll be cold.
Okay.
I get cold easily.
So you're wearing jersey tomorrow.
Mhm.
Is it red or white?
It's white.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, be careful. Don't get a stain.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
It's always the big fear. Stay away from Conrad. He'll
He
spill
won't, well, he
something
won't
on
be
you.
there.
Yes. We hope that you're going to be there at the Finnick. Join the Finnick for the first round of March Madness. They're going to open the doors early just for you for lunch and wall-to-wall basketball. You're going to get all that first round action. You're going to get all of the action there on the big screens, including the projector screen, 28 in all that you're going to find there at the Finnick. So bring your bracket, grab some great food, catch every buzzer beater with the Finnick. Whether you're sneaking away from the office, making a full day of hoops, the Finnick is the place to watch the madness unfold. All the shareables, they're going to have all kinds of signature cocktails. You want to go draft beer, or you don't want to delve into the alcohol. You just want to watch basketball, enjoy some snacks and fun with your friends. You can do that. It's the Finnick. Starts tomorrow. They're opening early for the first round of the madness. Don't miss it. The Finnick for the NCAA basketball tournament this season.
All right, let's get back to your phone calls at 1-800-239-WJOX. Many of you want to chime in on this Nate Oates column that Joseph Goodman at AL.com wrote in regards to him calling for the firing of Nate Oates.
Let's go to Poe first. Poe, what is up? How are you?
Man, my guys, Landrum, Pat, and Conrad. Hey, man, y'all do me a favor, man. Don't keep secrets from people about the announcers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna do that, man. Don't do that to me as a listening guy. I want to know who y'all are talking about because I may just agree with y'all.
Okay,
You know
all
what
right.
I'm saying?
All right, you want us to tell you, Poe? Poe, you want us to tell you?
Yeah, tell us. Tell me, please. Don't do that to me.
It was Lisa Byington.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll agree with you. All right. Yeah.
So you were thinking that it was going to be
now
like
would you-
somebody popular, right?
Still
Yeah.
get there.
Now we should would have kept it a secret. Now I shouldn't even say that. Okay.
but see, Poe, you asked, and we're
Yes,
honest, and
yep.
we're gonna tell you. So
Yeah. I asked. Hey, my thing is, and a couple of things I want to say, and stop me if I'm wrong, but what is this thing about Will Wade, man? I have no, like, everybody, they up on him for some reason. LSU trying to get him back. And me personally, Joe Lenardi, I'm losing respect for him because I would have put Ole Miss and San Diego State in place of NC State and Texas. I just think that would have been better the way Ole Miss did what they did. But this Will Wade, not that guy for me. Okay. Now Nate Oates, on the other hand, the thing that got me with Nate Oates, and I think the Bediako stuff. So that's what pushing the way he didn't handle that. It seemed like he didn't handle that right. The stuff with Brandon Miller, he didn't handle that right. And now with this stuff with Aiden Holloway, what the guy was saying, the crazy stuff about the paraphernalia and they selling drugs, it's just the way Nate Oates is handling stuff. And like y'all said, I agree with y'all on that about all coaches are liars, and it's true. But I hate it for Nate Oates. I think he's a good coach and a good dude, but you got to be honest somewhere, and you got to be hard about the situation and just be frank about it as fans. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just one of my takes on all that, man.
Paul, hey, let me ask you this.
I
I need your final four picks.
Yeah.
I need some help with my bracket. So who you got? Who's your final four?
What is it? Oh, okay, my final four is Florida, UConn, Arizona, and who else did I have? I don't forget, but I got Arizona win.
You got Arizona winning the whole
brackets.
thing.
I got
right?
Arizona win
That's strong.
in
That's
two of
good.
my brackets.
That's strong.
Yeah, because I got a rematch between UConn and St. John's. St. John's, I don't like Patino. Conrad, y'all know I don't like coaches. When it comes to coaches, if it's the coach in the I like the program, but when they hire a certain coach, I dislike the program.
Poe, is
Sure.
Michigan the other team?
UConn.
Michigan?
Michigan, that's who it is.
Yeah.
It's Michigan. It's Michigan is my final four. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's my other Final Four pick.
All right.
But St. John's and UConn in a rematch. I got them in a rematch.
That'll be a
And
good
I
one.
got UConn beat.
Yeah.
So that's my Final Four: UConn, Florida, Arizona, and Michigan.
Well, Poe, hope to see you maybe the next couple of days or come back and see us on a Tuesday, but always appreciate your call.
Poe, thank you.
Oh, yeah, always. Always love y'all.
Thank you,
All right.
Poe. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
That's a strong Final Four. I have gone through and I've gone through a first draft, but I will go back because I start looking at my gambling numbers.
Yeah.
In regards to the seedings and underdogs and who performs and all that stuff, and then try to see if I should apply that to my bracket.
I feel like I overthought it last year, so I went gut, and I'm sticking
with it.
I'm sticking with gut.
That's good. I thought Paige was going to put her brackets in last night.
She was. She decided to wait until today.
Okay.
She wants to watch the games tonight and then make her
Okay.
evaluation.
Got to respect that. She won it last year.
Yeah, I mean, she's the champion.
That's right.
A lot of people gunning for the Van Order family.
I'm still just.
I mean, they're not worried about you.
Well, no, because I'm gonna do terrible like always. I'm worried that Bucky's gonna swear.
Have you paid yet?
Yeah, I paid you yesterday.
I haven't paid yet. How much is it?
$100.
That's a lie.
If you put in 10 brackets, it's $100.
I'll just play in that case. I'll play just one quadrant.
Like one pod?
$25.
Like you want to play the Tampa pod where Alabama's playing in?
Yes. That's what we ought to have. Is just little mini brackets.
Mini pods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's like table bread. Just get a little mini bracket.
Do I see Don Don on the board?
It's like table bread.
Yeah, it's there before the meal. Huh?
Do I see Don Don?
Sure.
Yeah, I was just letting him hang out for a second.
No. Let it marinate.
He said he didn't want to get on. He just wanted to listen
Well,
through the phone line.
He shows up. I told you we had not lost.
Man, you got a lot of Don Don yesterday. You saw him
We
at 4 hours at
did.
Social Taco,
Yep.
and then he spent another 6 hours with you at bowling.
He shows up looking like Tommy O'Houlihan in his Irish gear, which was fine. I appreciate him being
Was
festive.
Howie with him?
But then he shows up at our bowling league last night. We have not lost any points this quarter in our bowling league.
Until he
Howie
showed
was
up.
not there last night, but he had told me he was with Howie. He shows up and we start bowling like absolute crap. I mean, our captain on our team goes from a 214 to a 104 the next game, and you think it's coincidence just because Don Don's there and he's here now. Hey, Don Don.
That is the absolute truth. Because my friend Jimmy Webby, who I've known him and Gary the Gringo forever and ever, and Jimmy had told me he bowled a 214 the game before I got there, and I said, guys, do I need to leave? You're bowling like crap.
Here, how about this? Don Don leaves, and I rolled 3 straight strikes.
Really?
And then everybody on the team collectively said Don Don is bad luck. We weren't laughing.
That's the truth. You know my nickname, the Cobra Kiss. And might as well, hey Pat, I might as well go ahead and give you my 5 games for you won't bet on them.
Can we go back to that name again?
I think he meant to say Surrender Cobra.
Oh.
That's what I thought he meant.
No, Cobra Kiss. Okay.
Cobra
You know,
Kiss?
One time I had a guy come down to Club South, Pat. He gave me a friend of mine. He gave me 10 games with the line. Okay. And he took the other side on all 10 and won 9 out of 10. But I have had NCAA tournaments in Vegas and Biloxi where I've done real well. Now let me give you my 5 for tomorrow. And Molly, God bless your Cornhuskers, but I do like Troy in the points.
That's okay.
I got 13 is a lot, and Troy can shoot the threes very good, kind of like Alabama does. And but I want y'all to win, Molly. I just want you to win by more than 12. Okay,
That's fine.
She just wants to win. She
I
could
just wanna
care less
win,
about
yeah.
the points.
there you go. Now I got Vanderbilt minus the points, Pat. I got Duke minus the points. Let's see who else I got. Arkansas against Hawaii minus the points, and I can't remember the other one. But tonight, Pat, who, you like Miami, Ohio, or SMU?
I like Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, well, they're playing at home, for goodness sake.
I know.
mean,
It's
Dayton
less than an hour away. Yeah, why not?
and everything.
Hey, by the way,
no,
I took
guys,
South
like-
Alabama last night.
Well, you know what? My goodness gracious, I told you 17 and a half, but I take where you. Did you get a little bit worried when we went up by 16 or 17? I said, "What the heck's happening here?"
No,
I didn't bet on it.
It was in the bag the whole time. I knew it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, wasn't South Alabama up by 11 at one time in the first half?
Yeah.
6 at halftime.
Yeah.
Okay. But y'all guessed the crowd right. You're a little bit too high, but I knew it was going to be like that. And here's the bad part. It was all students. There wasn't no fans there. It was all students, so no, they didn't sell tickets.
Well, I mean,
No.
it was 9 o'clock at night.
Not, they've been at a record of sellout or attendance for a midweek game. They watch Auburn dismantle Georgia Tech in a top 5 matchup. And I told you there's too big of a gap between game ending in baseball and a 9 o'clock tip for a team that is disappointed their fan base this season based on expectations. You go home, you get a shower, you get something to eat, you watch some tube, and you go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, well, to be honest with you, I watched the USA baseball game more than I watched their basketball game.
Now, I heard you were out and about last night, Don. I heard you were out and about at all these Irish pubs.
Yeah, no, actually, me and Howie, we were at my friend's bar that I go to frequently that y'all know about. And
Okay.
They had a great band. They had Razzmatazz playing, and it was kind of like an old Bar 31 reunion. That place was packed out, and I even got up and danced a little bit. Y'all have been proud of me.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'll show you the video tomorrow, okay?
I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, guys, I can't wait to see everybody tomorrow. Everybody come join us at Twin Peaks tomorrow. Going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Don.
Appreciate it very much. See you tomorrow.
It's just bad luck.
Why don't you tell the people at the bowling alley, give them a picture. If this guy tries to show up again, lock the door.
I'm not kidding you. It was like turning off a faucet.
I bet Gringo was mad.
We can't let it happen again. This is the stretch run of the season.
You've been bowling for like 6 months.
No.
And it comes down to the last few weeks, and Don shows up
It's
with
a
bad luck.
9-month season, and he's going to show up at crunch time. We start bowling like poop. Come on, man.
We will.
That's just
continue
like
on.
an assistant. That's coming up in the layup line and talking to your player while you're trying to win a championship. You disrupting all kinds of mojo.
Okay, we'll get back to your calls. Your texts are next. Hope to catch up with Chris Stewart down in Tampa a little bit later in the program. This is 3-Man Front on Jocks. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow at Twin Peaks. Hope you'll join us. We were just talking during the break how excited Molly and Conrad are to be able to hang out with a lot of our great listeners.
It's always one of the best times of the year, Pat.
Yes.
We always have a
so
great
make sure
time.
you come over and chat with us, hang out with Molly and Conrad.
We'll be there on the back court. If you walk in, traditionally we're back right corner, but we have all the TVs there at our disposal. You won't miss a minute of the action. And great fellowship. And don't forget, they have pot roast, which Don, that's his favorite.
Is it really?
Forgot about that. Yeah.
You remember that? Say, hey, you ever go there get the pot roast? Okay. Everything's really good. So join us. We're going to be there from 10 until whenever.
Until whenever, that's right. And I'm sure a lot of people will hang out on Friday because the Alabama game will tip off right after we go off the air. So I'm sure you'll have a lot of people sticking around and hanging out there in Hoover, and it'll be a good time.
And it'll be really cool because I know that we're kind of new to the YouTube thing. Appreciate everyone subscribing. Hit the subscribe button there at YouTube. You can watch us each and every day.
That's right.
But watching Molly's reaction during any type of Nebraska sporting event, especially during football season.
Yeah, you're going to see the side of Molly that you've never seen.
Yeah, I mean, she's a wonderful person, and she's very, very meek and quiet. But there is a different side to Molly when Nebraska is playing a sport, and that happens to a lot of us. Whether it's Landrum with the Braves, moved to Cardinals, Goober in the other room about the Yankees. I mean, it happens. But man, when you see this tomorrow, and if it's a tight game, it's going to be worth the price of admission to go to Twin Peaks to watch Molly watch Nebraska.
I have an idea.
Oh, no.
No, it's a good thing. Do you have a Nebraska beanie?
Yes.
Okay, see, that has generally brought good luck.
Oh, yeah, when you were at the beach.
Yeah,
and I'm going to
right.
bring the beanie on Friday because I wear it for the NCAA tournament. That's my Alabama good luck charm. Just throwing that out there. Maybe that's something that Nebraska. Because I know we were talking about things that you could do.
I also have the corn head.
That might be a good idea.
I do
Corn
have
head?
that.
Which is better luck?
Well, I don't know. I've never worn either of them for a game.
Oh, then you have to start with the corn head, I think.
Okay.
I
can bring both.
I've got a squishy stress thing.
I'm going to need that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
Nothing
said you've
makes
got
me
a
more
New
anxious.
Jersey.
Yes. Well, it's not new, but it's new to you guys. New to the show. I don't think they've ever seen it.
Is it a Nebraska basketball jersey?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
It was a free giveaway when I was a student.
Okay.
And some of those free giveaways we got since I would be working the games. Like that corn sweatshirt I wear all the time, that was one of those.
That was a nice sweatshirt.
It's my favorite.
I think we ought to get a
They were
last
giving that
name
away
put
to
on your jersey
students?
for tomorrow.
Wow.
It was like first however many students show up, you get a free sweatshirt.
I'm surprised that one of our listeners hadn't given her like a Nebraska, like a real Nebraska jersey or something. She's got that Riley Green jersey.
Well, I have a Nebraska jersey, football, but I never wear it because it's bad luck. Every time I've worn it, Nebraska's lost.
Well, let's just be honest. That's a lot of the time, Molly.
Well, yeah, but that one especially, though.
Have you thought about wearing the football jersey for a basketball game?
No,
Maybe that changes luck.
it could.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Switcheroo. Wear the basketball jersey during football season. Because now the basketball program's better than the football program.
That is very true.
Is there a number on the jersey or is it just
It's on 23.
Oh, it's 23.
I think it's a 23.
for
Oh, you have a Michael Jordan?
Yes, Michael
Yeah.
Jordan Nebraska jersey.
That's exactly right.
Man, that's vintage. That's nice.
Didn't know he played at Nebraska.
We can get
Me neither.
Surprise.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm excited about the jersey.
Thank you.
I'm excited for people to watch Molly during the game.
I'm
Mhm.
not.
Because if Nebraska is whipping Troy, like she is going to be absolutely.
Can we get fined on
being
YouTube
arrogant.
for her using foul language?
I won't do that. Don't worry.
Molly.
I won't. Swear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
you-
remember
that's
the
problem.
Nebraska-Iowa football game.
Yeah, that was
ago.
bad.
And come tomorrow morning, you're going to be looking at that wall bracket
Mm-hmm.
there in your place, and you're going to see Nebraska in that Troy matchup, and you're going to want to throw up.
Yeah, I already want to throw up.
See, we're helping.
How disappointed will you be if they lose?
I'll be sad, but I won't be shocked because that would be the most Nebraska thing ever. Are you kidding?
How far do you have them in going in your bracket?
The Sweet 16.
Okay, so if they win tomorrow, does that give you okay, you kind
That
of got
gives
the
me some
monkey
more
off your
hope.
back, and then you
Right.
can feel like they can just go and operate normally without the
Potentially.
pressure of
Yeah.
Who are they
get
potentially
one.
playing in the second round for the SEC?
Vanderbilt or McNeese.
Yeah, I don't like.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Vanderbilt will be tough if we make it that far. But, you know,
Finals
hope
are
that they
coming
can
up,
do
though.
it.
They're probably studying.
Well,
Now, who
that's
did
true.
they lose to in Memphis when you drove up to Memphis?
That was Texas A&M.
Oh, Molly.
Yeah. But that was pre-Bucky, so.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Because
you
that
lost
was
to Buzz?
because that was
Yeah.
Trev dancing on y'all's grave and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh.
was right after.
That was Buzz? Urgh.
Like I said, just this is a glimpse of my life.
That is a plus this year. Is Buzz wasn't anywhere close to the tournament. He didn't even
No.
sniff it. So
No, nothing at
You guys
all.
don't remember me sending the videos of the Mary Milkman to you guys?
Molly, that was a long time ago.
It's 2 years ago.
Langema and I can barely remember what we had for lunch yesterday.
Hmm.
You
Huh?
remember?
What? Who?
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
That was social taco.
Yesterday.
Huh. Let's get back to the phones.
So
1-800-239-WJOX.
Gentlemen, Molly, how you doing?
Chris, what is the expectation for
It's,
your Tide coming up Friday against Hofstra?
Struggle or
Why?
failure? Because
Wait a second.
once again,
So you're
they-
calling struggle or failure? Like you think Hofstra is
Yeah.
going to beat Alabama?
it's a possibility you couldn't beat a team that barely win in the SEC game apparently last week. So look at you now, all flash once again and no gas.
Yeah,
does it make you
Conrad.
feel better to know
About-
that all the players on the court Friday for Alabama will be sober?
Do you know that?
Yeah. That's
No, I
right.
don't.
Listen. My issue today now, granted, I thought it would be more about the SC basketball, the Bama basketball team, but apparently it's people who's criticizing what Nate Oates' words. What do you expect the man to say? He's supposed to he's supposed to not. He didn't necessarily say he approved of what the kid did, but my God, you scoring at him, and now I'm hearing fluff pieces. I call them fluff pieces because that's what they are, and hot takes from, as you guys reported earlier, that idiot who put it out there saying Nate Oates would be fired, and as well as Benice's little weasels like Clay Travis saying and tweet out, surely Nate Oates will hold another person, some Bama players accountable or something like that. And I'm like, obviously that's a direct reference to what happened to Brandon Miller like a year ago. And I'm sitting there like, sir, you are the last person to claim moral culpability. When I've seen you on Piers Morgan's show, you have the moral culpability of a literal alley cat in heat. Okay, so you Piers Morgan, as bad as he is, can call you out on it. Let's just address that out right there.
So that would you say an alley cat in heat? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
An
I
alley
was just
cat in
confirming.
heat.
All right, just confirming.
Yes.
What is that?
It's disgusting.
Let's
It's disgusting, honestly, how stupidity and hot takes have become the new social norm, and not having an open mind and critical thought to discussions, because obviously Nate Oates knows his team's not perfect, but he still stands by his player because he didn't necessarily kill anybody, and obviously he got hit with a drug, so he still can be critical of him at the same time. Two things can be right at the same time, I'm pretty sure. But one thing for sure, we can't jump to conclusions, jump down a kid's throat. Like that reminds me what happened with Kyron Lacey. Everyone that was always jumping on the kid's throat and even in death, and come to find out he didn't even commit a crime. It's disgusting what we become as society.
All right, let me ask you this. You have been on record here on this program talking about how
standard.
Exactly.
Standard.
The excellence of the standard of Alabama basketball. Do you not believe that being in the headlines for this type of situation, that is below the standards that's expected for the University of Alabama basketball team?
I'm not saying it's a good thing to be. I'm saying that's part of the standard. But I'm not saying it at all. But I am saying stuff happens. We can't act like we're holier than thou.
So in other words, you don't throw the
going
baby
inside
out with the
first.
bathwater. That's what you're saying.
Pretty much, because my God, no one in the world is fully clean. We all have to take a bath, but at the same time, it's saying that we also can address that. We also can address that. No, everyone's full of bacteria. If you understand what I'm saying by that analogy, right? Like that.
No, I understand. No, I understand where you're coming from.
And again, as I say, the last person we need to hear to say about this, someone who has the moral clarity that will rival.
Here's the unfortunate part, Chris, for Nate Oates.
Clay Travis.
The three stories that people nationally are going to gravitate to is the horrible thing and the loss of someone's life being taken a couple of years ago, Charles Bediako, which Greg Sankey and everybody except for Chris Beard and the SEC was against. And now you get another spotlight piece because you got a player that's holding allegedly over 2.1 pounds of marijuana. That's why the perception is out there.
Yes, here's the thing. In the first one you mentioned, when it comes to Brandon Miller scenario, he didn't. They got the guy who committed the crime, so that's a separate thing. And then Charles Bediako thing. Hey, it was questionable, and then it got cut off. And would you rather they just vacated those games to settle you to get them off their backs? My God, okay. Second, and then the third one, the kid did a bad thing. Okay, sure you'd hope, but I'm pretty sure like a player, like a coach is in control of every single little thing that their player does on off the court.
No, and we argued that too. It's not like this is. It's just the unfortunate thing, and the problem is that
logic, right?
The three things that I just laid out is what everybody, like the Joseph Goodmans and whoever's going to do the hit piece this afternoon, that's what they're going to circle in. It's not going to be championships. Yeah. It's not going to be anything else. That's what they're going to focus on, and that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Nate Oates. It's unfortunate for Greg Byrne.
And furthermore, by that logic, are we even keeping much coverage towards Kirby in Georgia? Because at this point, that's the UI University.
Well, we gave plenty of coverage to that.
At this point, it's the standard. But we're quick to talk about, is this the Bama standard or the standard? It's crazy how they're viewed in the light as holier than thou, but everybody else can get away with murder at this point.
Probably
not the way you wanted to phrase that.
Nope, not at all. But Chris, you've had your take. Thank you for sharing.
If you got a dangerous tree leaning over your house.
Nice transition there.
Or maybe branches blocking your view.
Pro move.
Call Golston Tree Service today, 205-337-4443. Golston's licensed pros. They can handle everything for you, from trimming and pruning to full tree removals. Fast, safe, and affordable. Take advantage of Golston Tree Service now before these heavy spring storms come rolling down the pike. Golston also offers the 24-hour emergency tree service. So when it comes to your trees, don't risk it. Call Golston Tree Service, 205-337-4443. Had someone at the restaurant yesterday ask me for the number for Golston. It's 205-337-4443.
A ton of your text reaction, and we'll get to more college basketball news that you need to know about before filling out your bracket today or tomorrow morning. Three-Man Front continues on Jocks. Three-man front, we continue. The fun, the madness continues tonight in Dayton, Ohio. Prairie View A&M taking on Lehigh. That's the first tip. You get that one on True TV. Then Miami of Ohio, the Redhawks taking on SMU, the battle of the 11 seeds, 8:15. They're on True TV as well. And then, of course, tomorrow we get it started. But we've got storm season. We've already had some storms here in our area across the state here in the last month. That's going to continue as the warm weather gets back and starts creeping up as it's going to do tomorrow and throughout the weekend. Well, you want to make sure your investment, your home is protected. Our friends at No-Toe Roofing, that is who you should call. They're local guys. Sammy and Matt grew up with the No-Toes, know the family well, but also Chris, their talented professional who knows roofs. He just knows roofing. You talk to him for 5 minutes, he's an encyclopedia of roofing. There's nothing that he hasn't seen. He's going to come to your home like he did ours. He's going to walk the roof. He's going to walk around the house. He's going to look for certain things that I wasn't looking for. On hail, when you're looking at a downspout from a gutter or certain places on your roof, or maybe where wind has directly come through the southwest like it does and hits our house, lifts up the shingle, then you get a driving rain, then potentially water. All of these things, they're going to check it out. They're going to warranty all the work that they do. Check them out. No-Toe Roofing, N-O-T-O roofing.com. That's N-O-T-O roofing.com. Always tell them Landrum from Jock sent you.
I'm just curious. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. You are kind of our resident NBA expert, looking at Conrad now. Have you watched any of the NBA coverage on Amazon?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
I was just curious. I was looking over some television numbers.
Not good.
And this last Saturday on Amazon, it was the Hornets and Spurs. Spurs, very good basketball team. I do know that.
No, yeah, they're very good. Yeah, Wembanyama's a big draw. Hornets,
aren't they
good.
Like second in the West?
Yeah, they're very good.
Okay. Aren't you impressed, Landrum, that I knew that?
It's very impressive.
Second in the West.
That's good.
That is
one of the
Did
cities.
you just look that up?
No. See, look, I do not.
See,
have
and that's how you know he's keeping up because the Spurs have been bad.
See, that disappoints me that you're secretly keeping up with the NBA.
It's
you want to keep.
If I'm going to root for anybody in the NBA, it's the Spurs. Because I've been to more Spurs games than any other team in the NBA.
I've interviewed their play-by-play guy.
Interesting. I bet he was a big Spurs fan back when Popovich and Tim Duncan were all there. Then he goes away, and now they're good again.
Oh, he was back in the Del Negro days.
You know who the head coach was for the San Antonio Spurs when I used to go to their games all the time?
Who was that?
Stan Albeck.
Okay.
Don't say okay. You know Stan.
You know who two of our guards were for the Spurs? Well, he was a forward. Gene Banks, who played at Duke, Final Four. Also, Mike Mitchell, who played at Auburn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He played. Oliver Robinson, one of the all-time leading scorers in UAB basketball history. He was a point guard. A guy named George Gervin, he was pretty good. Artis Gilmore, he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
A guy named Mike Dunleavy.
He's good, yeah. He's had a great coaching career.
Yep, that was the Spurs. Anyway, I bring that up because 475,000 people watched that game on Amazon.
Ooh.
Feels like a really bad number.
That's bad.
The filled in streaming Sunday's Bassmaster Classic on Fox drew 502,000 people.
Well, that's got some big names attached to it, Pat.
So more people was watching the Bassmaster Classic this weekend than watching the Hornets and Spurs on Amazon.
That was the Topwater edition. Everybody loves those Topwater, dude.
I'm sure that was it. Well, we want to remind you, as we roll along here on Three Man Front, the $1 Million Bracket Challenge is back. Thanks to our friends at Twin Peaks. Pick the perfect bracket and win $1 million. Hit 60 games right and score $10,000. Top local bracket's going to win a $250 Twin Peaks gift card and a Stardom couples package. Deadline to enter is tomorrow morning, 10:59 a.m. on JocksFM.com.
Three-man front, the Hump Day edition. March Madness Eve. We continue here on Jocks.